Hello people, I'm back once again. This time I'm gonna be doing a vlog similar to one that Easy Rider, TJ Omega, and Apollo Z Hack did, I'm not sure how long ago, I think it was like a couple years or so. How to do Kamen Rider in America. Now, they stated that they should not use the Heisei era. I'm gonna disagree. This is not going by their rules, this is my own rule. Okay, so, first of all, I think a lot of the problem is, like, okay, it has to be on a good network. It has to be on a network that a lot of people get and a lot of people respect. Ergo, I'd put it on, I don't know, Cartoon Network or maybe Nickelodeon. Or Disney XD. But I'm not sure how many people get Disney XD. Next, uh, the Rider Show itself. Now, a lot of people know about Masked Rider. It was a terrible adaptation of Kamen Rider Black RX. What Saban did there was awful. They took a great Kamen Rider show and they made a crappy, just downright terrible adaptation. Years later, Adness Entertainment decided to do the exact opposite. They took a bad Rider show, or no, I'm not even gonna sugarcoat it. Ryuki sucks. Okay? Ryuki sucks. The only good thing about Ryuki is the music. Look, if I want to watch Ryuki, I'll just do the easier and less time-consuming thing and just watch Highlander. Okay, mini rant over, but anyway, we got an adaptation of Ryuki. So, we got Dragon Knight. Now, a lot of people, like, Dragon Knight is pretty divisive. You either love it or you hate it. People who love it are usually people who are new to Toku and people who acknowledge that Ryuki is terrible. And people who hate it are weeaboos. Yeah. Now, now getting back to my point, they had to take a writer show that's not bad per se, but subpar. It's sort of like Power Rangers. Now, Power Rangers, the original, is based off Jew Ranger, as many people know. Jew Ranger, to Sentai fans, is meh. Like, it falls in between two really great Sentai and just falls into the niche category, you know what I mean? And yeah, that's a lot of where Power Rangers went right. If they had adapted Jetman or gone straight to Die Ranger, it would not have worked. It just... sorry about that. Anyway, it would not have worked because... how do I explain this? You can't take something that's, like, universally loved and adapt it. It's pretty hard to do it. It's hard to do it and make it a kid's show and be respectable. Alright. Next up, I'm going to talk about the dubbing, or who adapts it. Not Saban. Let's just get that out of the way, not Saban, okay? Saban, they are I believe a commenter on an episode of Toku Time said it best, Saban is the 4Kids of Toku. I mean, say what you will about Disney, but they had some good ones. Dino Thunder was good, RPM was good, blanking on the names right now. Mystic Force was okay. Overdrive was terrible, though, like, worse since Turbo. It was the worst one since Turbo. Anyway. Yeah, so who I would recommend... I'd recommend going back to Adness Entertainment, because they actually did a good job. Or, this has been on my mind for years. What about Viz Media? Think about it. If Viz Media got a Toku department, you just it's done. You could have like Vig Mignogna and Johnny Young Bosch as O's and Birth. Okay, maybe not Johnny Young Bosch. Like he stated that he didn't like playing Adam. Well, at least I think he didn't like it. I mean, given the fact that in an interview with Linkara, he said he asked if they could have Adam die in some episodes where he came back. Not sure if that was a joke or not. Anyway, yeah, have a company that knows what they're doing. Have a company that respects the Toku genre. Also, what they got to do, I believe, they've got to focus on the show first. Like, a lot of people make the mistake, most companies make the mistake now, of the toy sales being everything. But here's the thing, it's a new thing. You've got to make sure it draws the kids in before you focus on the toy sales. And then, what you've got to do, you have to... Like, I'm not a business guy, but I know that you're gonna want to have as widespread a market for your merchandise as possible. Back when, again, Dragon Knight came out, I couldn't find Dragon Knight toy. Whoa, reflective surface on the mirror of the deck here. I could not find Dragon Knight toys anywhere but my local Toys R Us, which is about 45 minutes away from me. Yeah, so I only ever got the deck and an action figure giving me one card. What they've got to do is make deals with multiple people. I'm talking like go widespread. I'm talking Target, Kmart, and the big one, Walmart. Finally, once you get to the toy sales, you got to make sure it has a good gimmick. It can't, like, personally, the core medals. I find these to be a fantastic gift. Ah, damn. Really want to show these off. Tatoba, tatoba, tatoba. Sorry about that. Yeah, you got to make sure it's a good gimmick. So you have to make sure it's a good gimmick and it's cheap to make. For example, Gaia Memories. Easy, easy, easy to make. I mean, the fact that Japan still has Gaia Memories being made proves how easy and adaptable they are. So, a good writer to adapt, though I personally, again, going back to choose a subpar writer first, so don't adapt double, because, you know, that is the greatest writer of the, second greatest writer of the Heisei era. Sorry, O's is my favorite. Okay, they're tied. But if you're gonna choose a good gimmick, and keeping with my subpar but not bad theory, then I'd say, I don't know, Forze, maybe Wizard, or Gaim. I haven't seen enough of Gaim, but I mean, it would be alright. Although I would want them to go back and adapt double once, you know, once they got their feet a little wet. Finally, the main thing I find with TV shows, why they get canceled, like the Thundercats remake, they're given terrible time slots and no advertisement. So if you want a Kamen Rider show to succeed in America, advertise the hell out of it. It has to be well advertised so you can get it out to your audience. Also, if we're going to give it to anyone, alright, I said maybe give it to Nickelodeon. Mainly because Nickelodeon bought out most of 4Kids. So they've got a Saturday morning block in the form of the Vortex. So they'd be showing it on 3 different channels, one of which being a local channel. That would be the best thing to do. Alright, I'm running out of time, so I'm just gonna say I really want to see a Kamen Rider show brought to America that doesn't suck. Alright, till next time, folks, this is Mega Man DBZX saying, keep on keeping on.